Okay, gonna be looking at Death Battle, Galacticus versus Unicron. My money's on Galacticus. I feel like if it's full form, like true Galacticus, I feel like he might win. But Unicron, from what I've heard and from what little I've read, ain't no slow joke either. Like, he ain't no slow leak. Don't sleep on Unicron.
And Unicron, almighty chaos bringer. That's right, it's the day we've all been waiting for. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Ooh, the animation's gonna look sick.
Boomstick, what is the nature of evil?
Oh,
Woo.
it's 3.5 beers too early for that kind of question.
No, seriously, is the wolf that hunts the hare evil? What about the bear that kills the wolf? Or the man that slays the bear? Is that evil or nature? Perhaps this question was on
A little of both.
mind as he hurtled toward the end of infinity.
Pretty sure the question on his mind was, how do I turn this goddamn spaceship around?
Eons ago, the planet Ta was a paradise. The most advanced...
About a trillion years ago.
And the universe was coming to an end. I hate it when that happens.
The
Me
Tan
too.
Scientist Galen watched as the rest of his race ignominiously perished and decided to die gloriously on his own
I
terms.
know that's right.
Flying a ship
If anybody's going out, it's gonna be on my own terms.
Grandpappy Boomstick, the crazy old coot. But instead of being vaporized on contact like great Grandpappy Boomstick, Galen got bitten by a radioactive god.
As
Woo!
the last living thing left before the universe's end, Galen was visited by the sentience of the multiverse. Who
Eternity, infinity.
part of a cosmic cycle of death and rebirth. As the old multiverse died, a new one was born, and the scientist Galen was no more. In his place was a being
Microseconds,
of
good
untold
God.
power, the ravager of galaxies, Galactus.
Well, despite looking like a masochist giant purple vibrator, G-Dog here is one of the strongest beings in all of Marvel, baby. And there's only one thing he wants to do.
Eat.
Friggin' world.
Galactus is so unbelievably, mind-meltingly powerful that strong doesn't really begin to describe him. Just being near him will begin to warp your perception of reality.
Yep.
In truth, he isn't even really a physical being with a soul anymore.
He's made of just
Composed of
energy.
itself, the power
Cosmic.
Basically, your all-purpose space god magic that no good almighty ass-whooping god can go without. Sure, he can use it to blast your ass to unholy smithereens, but it's a lot more flexible, too.
Described as being in touch with every other living thing at once, the power cosmic allows one access to a near infinite pool of knowledge and the ability to sense danger ahead of time.
I don't think there's a lot for him to be afraid of. He can manipulate matter, read and control the minds of gods, and teleport entire galaxies across the universe.
The power cosmic allows him fundamental control over life itself, manipulating souls, creating new life forms from nothing, and even resurrecting the dead.
Yep.
And because his
That's
body
incredible.
is composed of energy, he can't really be hurt in the traditional physical sense. This allows him to grow or shrink his body with seemingly no limit, and alter his appearance.
Wait. He chooses to look like that?
His physical appearance matches the species observing him, so a human sees a human Galactus, a Skrull Galactus, and so on.
Oh, so it's just like how I see the world.
What are you staring at?
What matters most to me in the world.
No, not awesome. Very not awesome. At least as far as Galactus is concerned, since witnessing his approach is itself the end of the world.
Yep,
You would only have
you're gonna
time
eat
to
your
pray
planet.
to your paltry gods before Galactus consumed your entire planet, absorbing its energy into himself, then moving on to his next meal.
Man, I guess his costume is appropriate because he sounds like a total dick. Like, come on. Your whole planet died. Now you're gonna go around the universe doing the same thing.
I mean, he's a cosmic
Not
necessity.
entirely his fault. Galactus' power is so immense that the only thing that can sustain him is the consumption of entire worlds. Without this constant feeding, he would perish, just as humans would without consuming plants or other animals.
I don't know if they're gonna mention that, but it's stated in Marvel that like planets and stars have like near like limitless or like almost like infinite energy. So he's consuming like material that has like infinite energy, which honestly like shows you how much power Galactus needs, to the fact that he needs planets that have infinite energy to fuel him. That is insane.
Kinda like how I hunt squirrels because I hate each and every one of them.
No, categorically the exact opposite, actually. Galactus isn't vengeful or cruel. If he could avoid any unnecessary death, he would. But just as the universe is bound by the laws of physics, Galactus is bound by
hunger. Hunger
has put him in conflict with some of Marvel's other heaviest hitters, like Odin and the Phoenix
Force.
Galactus's fight with the Other and the Scryer got so intense, they threatened the entire infinite multiverse just as a side effect of the battle.
While Galactus himself can comfortably cross countless light years in seconds, some of these things are more like abstract concepts than actual living things, many of which operate outside of linear time.
Like this alien bug dude who tried to use Galactus's energy to destroy 2 whole universes. Even after being drained by him, he still nuked 3 whole star systems before getting a snack.
Should he somehow be threatened by beings beyond even the scope of his power, Galactus crafted a device to solve all of his problems. The ultimate
nullifier.
Woo! Isn't obvious enough? It's a teeny tiny weapon that destroys anyone you think of.
Yep.
It doesn't just destroy them, it destroys everything. The entire multiverse is eradicated, then recreated without the
But you
target.
must have like perfect perception.
Roundabout way of winning, but it works. That's exactly what happened when Galactus used it on the abstract god of destruction, Abraxas.
He destroyed the
Abraxas.
destroying things with a Happy Meal toy. It's like my therapist said, great things come in small packages.
And the nullifier was key to Galactus' first great defeat upon his inevitable arrival on Earth.
When that pesky Reed Richards managed to get his stretchy hands on the thing, Galactus finally backed down and spared the planet.
Which makes no practical sense. The ultimate nullifier is a part of Galactus himself. It uses his own power. He can summon it at any time and even escape its effects by hiding in a pocket dimension. It even had the safety on. Billions of years of cosmic genocide just to survive.
Leaving the safety on was a rookie
Pretty sure
mistake.
Alan forgot what it meant to be mortal. Perhaps
Galacticus.
that was the true evil all along. The slow death of Galen's humanity. Because what could be more terrifying than a being that sees everything and everyone you know and love as nothing more than his next meal?
That is utterly horrifying.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Whiz, it's getting to be the holiday season again, and I just know Mama Boomstick is finally getting me the new dune buggy I've been drooling over.
I want to learn about Unicron because I have not learned much about Unicron,
Nice, but the holidays are also about
except from like watching the old Transformer like cartoons and movies.
During this busy month, or treating yourself when you have the time.
And in anticipation of a new year, sometimes that means therapy.
Therapy can be super helpful year-round, but especially
Most definitely.
during this season. The holiday blues are no joke.
If you're thinking about starting therapy, consider giving BetterHelp a try.
What's great is that it's totally online, so it's super flexible with your schedule and convenient.
All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist.
And if it isn't a perfect match, switch therapists at any time at no additional charge. Visit betterhelp.com/deathbattle today to get 10% off your first month. That's
BetterHelp, HELP.com/deathbattle.
Woo.
In the beginning, before heaven and earth, before light and dark,
There was nothing.
Unicron.
Unicron.
Created by the formless, primordial being known as the One to explore the fledgling multiverse. Unicron
The One?
instead
Is that the one above all's cousin?
to
I'm kidding.
consume everything.
Dude, come on! Bad Unicron! Bad God! Bad.
The One decided to split Unicron into 2 beings. One of order and hope known as Primus, and the other of chaos and evil known as Unicron. Again.
Like all good sibling rivalries, they pushed each other's shit in over the fate of all existence. That is, until the goody little two-shoes Primus tricked his bro into imprisoning their souls in giant asteroids. Classic sibling prank. For me,
Oh,
it was the
man.
dryer.
Primus terraformed his asteroid into what would later be known as the planet Cybertron.
Woo,
While Unicron
nice.
did something different.
Entirely
Yeah,
different.
he turned his planet into a planet that eats other planets. Not only that, it can change its form into a giant badass robot Satan. He's literally the first Transformer.
And with this new body, Unicron would travel the cosmos, consuming planet after planet and universe after universe.
Jesus.
Not necessarily because of any hunger or need, but because Unicron is the physical embodiment of death and destruction.
God.
He's literally programmed to destroy
Everything.
God's gotta do what a God's gotta do. And good luck trying to fight back. Uni's robot body comes with a tractor beam, eye lasers, fire breath, a chest cannon, and an antibody system in case anyone tries to pull a Drax on him.
Unicron can mentally dominate an entire race of beings, erase things from existence, warp the fabric of space and time, and even manipulate matter itself.
So, even if his big robot body is damaged or destroyed, he can repair it lickety-split, or even send his spark out to find a new host.
Essentially the Transformers version of a soul, Unicron's spark is immensely powerful and produces its own energy source, Dark Energon.
Unicron is so evil that he can literally turn his bad dude energy into weapons of mass destruction.
That is so
like
cool.
Unholy blades or planet-busting lasers.
This Dark Energon will corrupt any that consumes it, turning them into a puppet of Unicron himself.
It's also obviously the opposite of regular Energon, which is created by Primus and what fuels the Transformer race. So Unicron basically runs on the opposite of life. If he's death as a big robot, can he even be killed?
Not by any conventional means. Even the destruction of his spark isn't guaranteed to end him. He will continue to exist as a necessary force that drives the cosmos. Anytime
Necessary
he's destroyed,
constants.
He will appear again in a new universe. In fact, almost every Unicron you've seen in movies, TV, and comics are the same Unicron.
Unicron is a literal force of nature. You can't reason with a hurricane that hates you. All you can do is see it and get the hell out of the way. This hurricane is never gonna stop until you and everyone you know is DED dead. His mere presence drove an entire planet insane.
I'm trying to be poetic before, but this is what evil is. Incomprehensible, undeniable, inescapable. You can't even wait him out. He is unbound by the concept of linear time.
That's right. He'll always be around, always be there. God, that is horrible.
And can erase galaxies from existence just by strolling by.
To be clear, it isn't the force he's generating by moving that destroys things. It's his existence. His mere being is so overwhelmingly evil that the fabric of space-time cannot fathom Unicron's presence.
God.
Dude, no wonder he was able to devour nearly a quarter of the entire multiverse, one universe at a time.
Estimates for the size of the Transformers multiverse vary, from over 15 quadrillion universes to an infinite number of universes, branching timelines, and planes of existence. And who better to portray a being who brings death to the universe than the man who gave birth to modern cinema? A final role fitting for an artist so much larger than life. Or deeply ironic that it's a feature-length toy commercial.
The Transformers movie has always been celebrated for its excellence.
Despite that unbelievable power, the Chaos Bringer's almighty rampage through reality has been halted a number of times, usually due to the matrix of leadership, the essence of Primus himself, and the embodiment of all hope and light in the universe.
Are you telling me that Robo-Satan was defeated by the power of friendship? Forget beer! I'm gonna need some of that shit going straight into the vein.
As the abstract idea of evil actualized, any notion of goodness is directly antithetical to his being.
As incomprehensible to Unicron as he is to us.
But despite the best efforts of heroic Transformers like Optimus Prime, Unicron has always returned from the smoldering ashes of defeat and risen to threaten reality again.
It's his very nature.
Such as the time a united armada of Autobots, Decepticons, and an entire people created from his cells, the Minicons, tried to destroy him once and for all.
They actually succeeded in killing him, until Galvatron's hatred for Optimus brought Unicron back to life.
Because
Dang.
challenging Unicron means challenging evil
Itself.
destroying destruction itself. An impossible paradox.
So as long as there is evil, he will always come back.
Is literally what Unicron is. So, what does that mean for us?
Every petty act of violence, every war, every cruelty, every death battle gives Unicron life. The life he'll use to kill us all. We are culpable in our own annihilation.
Unicron's not just some comic book villain. He's all there is and all there will be. He was there at the beginning, and he'll be there at the end. He's a law of physics. He's as inevitable as your dying breath.
Jesus, now you got me
Dang.
scared.
Yeah, that's foreboding. That was very foreboding, Boomstick.
Death Battle. Let's go.
Christ.
By popular demand, Death Battle the game is finally back and available for pre-order this December.
Ever wanted to live out your very own death battle with you as the combatant?
Woo!
Death Battle the game is a fast-paced head-to-head card and
How much it pay?
players, well, battle
How much
to
it
the
costs?
Are you deadly enough to win a death battle?
death. The first player to eliminate all of their opponent's cards wins.
Who will be the last one standing?
With 100 weapon, armor, and skill cards, there are tons of options for character creation. Oh, and who could forget 50 custom dice?
If you know someone who just can't get enough of the pulse-pounding battles between fiction's deadliest characters, and sometimes its silliest, this is the perfect gift.
Pre-order your copy.
That's why I do like Death Battle sometimes. Sometimes they'll take themselves seriously, sometimes they don't. It's nice and refreshing. Can't be serious all the time, and you can't be goofy all the time. You gotta be kind of a mixed bag. Let's go, man. My money's on Galacticus, man. I like me some Marvel.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time
Okay.
for the death battle you've been asking for forever!
If it's Galacticus at full power, I think he's got it. If not, Unicron's gonna win. If Galacticus is well fed, well fed, he might can win. Uh-oh, look at the animation. Godly. Oh no.
This planet is mine to consume. So saith Galactus, destroyer.
Okay, that voice acting is amazing.
Decrees Unicron.
Woo! Dang, okay. Animation and voice acting is on point. Look at Unicron. That is, oof.
Madness.
Dang.
So quick to beg for Oblivion's embrace. I am Oblivion.
Dang. Okay. Throwing planets at him. Yeah. Oh, now he's throwing stars. Oh no. That was clever. He grew bigger to knock it away. Galaticus is a genius too. You gotta keep that in mind. I don't know how intelligent Unicron. I know Unicron's intelligent, but Galaticus is a super genius. Keep that in mind as well. What?
I am the power cosmic incarnate.
Oh!
Easily felled.
This is gonna be tough because they both can come back from virtually nothing.
Readily Unicron.
No devourer transforming.
Oh man. Oh no, Galacticus! Oh no! What is he turning into?
Beg not for mercy.
Oh god!
Blackening sky. Against mine chaos, even gods will die.
Oh no! Unicron's at full power, Galacticus! This might be it! Oh, we got like 3 minutes left! Oh no!
Galactus meets your challenge.
Okay! Give him the 1-2 buck all hit with an uppercut! Now he's throwing galaxies at him. Oh snap, okay. Going Gurren Lagann style. Okay, look at Gurren Lagann spiral, anti-spiral? No, they stronger than spirals and anti-spirals, man. I mean Gurren Lagann is dope, but they would probably wreck Gurren Lagann.
Patience left. Return thy dreams into the void.
The nullifier. That might be, I don't know. What is that? What's going on? The no.
Not the power which you command.
Of course I do. Your death I thus demand.
Oh.
I have won.
I've seen your power, bringer of chaos. Yet hast much need. Witness the last fate that awaits you thus. For Almighty Galactus must now feed.
He won! Ah!
Unicron were beings beings who could manipulate reality itself and do basically anything.
Older than the universe, unbound by time, they had each other matched.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought Unicron had it.
Which of them was more powerful?
I thought he had it.
An entire infinite multiverse, but Unicron could only do so over time, devouring them one by one.
While Galactus' battle with the Scryer and the other threatened to destroy the entire Marvel multiverse as just a side effect.
Not to mention, Galactus tussles with cosmic beings like himself all the time.
While Unicron is usually the top dog in Transformers, he's a big fish in a relatively small pond. Relative to Marvel, at least.
That might sound better for Unicron at first, but it means he has way less experience than Galactus in full-on fights against.
Yeah, that is true.
And while Unicron
That's a good point. Galactus has fought beings like Odin, Zeus, other cosmic entities.
have a soul thanks to his cosmic rebirth from Galen. And he's fended off mental attacks before, so there's no real reason to think that would work here.
And as lame as it is, the ultimate nullifier is just really, really overpowered.
Despite Unicron being able to survive the destruction of his spark, the ultimate nullifier is significantly more thorough. Consider the time it was used against Abraxas, a being that embodied the abstract concept of the multiverse's destruction.
Sounds like somebody you know? Like that, the good old Odie had no problem erasing him from reality, and the same would happen to Unicron, while Galactus could always hide in that pocket dimension, just as he escaped the nullifier before.
Unicron was an insanely terrifying threat, but Galactus had the power, experience, and arsenal to ultimately
I'm not gonna lie, I thought Unicron was just gonna do it. I saw Galactus fade and nothing. I was like, oh no.
is Galactus.
Respect the devourer of worlds, Galacticus. I'm not gonna lie though, that was a good battle. That was good. I was biting my nail. I was like, oh no, not Galacticus.
Get ready for more Death Battle in 20.
Silver Surfer gonna be out of a job. He gonna be on unemployment. So this new season of Death Battle. The Fool, Death, the World. Wile E. Coyote versus Tom the Cat 2024. Okay. Well, that's a done deal, y'all. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. That was a nice death battle, yo.